Hi guys, Mark here. Welcome today to a final thoughts review on the Sinnis XE125. Stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Okay, so I've had this bike for nearly 2 weeks now from Sinnis. It's going back in a couple of days. Put a good few hundred miles on it. Taking it off-road, on-road. Really got to like this bike and find out all about it. So I'm just going to run through every part of the bike and just tell you what I've thought about it in this sort of 2 weeks that I've had it and how I found it. So we're just running through the bike. The engine. It's very smooth for a single cylinder 125. It really does rev very well, right up to 10,000 RPM. It's very flexible, it's very keen, it pulls well from low RPM. The throttle response is very smooth and mellow, it's not sharp in the slightest. Top speed, I have seen an indicated 70 miles an hour, which equates to about 66 miles an hour true, which is pretty good for a sort of enduro style bike like this. I worked out the fuel consumption is coming in at about 89 miles per gallon, so it's given me just over about 100 miles on a tank before I needed to refuel. It is a very small tank, 6.5 litres, but you still get about 100-mile range. The engine's made by Hyatt, so it's a very good sort of well-built engine. It's a good company, Hyatt. They make nice bikes. Price on this is £3,399, which is very competitive with sort of like the Aprilia RX 125, which I believe is a little bit more expensive. The bike itself is very tall. It's 885 millimeters. I'm 5'7" tall with a 30-inch inside leg, about 170 centimeters tall. I can just about get my feet down, so do bear that in mind. It is a very tall bike. Just working around the bike, all the build quality is decent, all the plastics are good. All the welds on the frame seem absolutely fine. I mean, this one has been used off-road a lot, so it's still, you know, holding up pretty well. But the overall build quality I found to be very good. The ride quality is excellent. Long travel suspension up the front here, long travel front forks. Off-road it was very good. I rode it down some really deep potholed green lanes and it soaked it all up really well. It really did perform good off-road. So for enduro type riding, no problems with this at all for off-road. Front suspension is non-adjustable, but the rear is preload adjustable. So just working around the bike, I found the front brake very strong. It's a 2-piston sliding caliper biting onto a wavy disc. Good strong braking performance on this. Only limited really by its knobbly tyres. I found the SMR to have slightly better braking performance, but then that's got much grippier, smaller tyres. ABS is standard, which is nice, not that CBS combined braking system. Seat's well padded, it's quite narrow, so you can get your legs down quite easily to the ground. That's good. I have taken the seat off, there's nothing under there other than the battery and the electrics. The longest day I had on this was about 3.5 hours, no problems at all. I did get off once, but all in all, a comfortable seat for quite long extended rides. As you can imagine, it's a very upright, high-up position. It's very commanding. It gives you good visibility when you're going along. In town it was great. It's a very commanding bike. It's got a good road presence. You don't get sort of like, you know, pushed to one side by other road users. You know, it's a physically big bike, so that stands it in good stead. There's no storage on the bike, unfortunately, because it's the nature of this style of bike. So maybe you could fit some sort of small tail pack on the back here if you wanted to carry some things. All the controls are your sort of basic, generic sort of things that you find on all these Chinese bikes these days. High and low beam, indicators and horn, kill switch and start over here. All that's very tactile and easy to use. No problems at all there. These come with a 2-year warranty for peace of mind. Sinnis are a good brand. They've been around for quite a few years now. They make other bikes like the Hoodlum and the SMR, which is another one that I've reviewed. That's the super motard style. And yeah, this is a really good, well built bike. And this particular model I was very impressed with how good it is off road. So that's if you're into sort of going off road, doing a bit some green laning, enduro, definitely give one of these a look. Bike's coming in at about 140 kilos and very light off the side stand and easy to push around. That's in one hand, so no problems there with having to maneuver it around in your garage, that sort of thing. I have ridden the SMR at night time. It's got the same LED lights and indicators and the same rear light. The lights are very bright. They're good, so if you had to do some extended night rides, say you had to ride to work or whatever you had to do at night, no problems there with the lights. So this one differs to the SMR. It's got the big 21-inch front wheel and the 18-inch rear. You know, that is a big front wheel which is designed to roll over the rough stuff off-road, and it really did a good job. Very impressed with that. Timson tyres. Again, good grip on and off-road in some very, very slippery cold conditions that I've had the bike for, so it performed absolutely fine, so no worries there. But just to sum up, guys, a really good 125cc A1 class enduro bike. If you're into the market for one of these, give one of these a look. It performs well, around about 65 miles an hour flat out. Good on fuel, it's cheap to run, it looks good, and the whole way it rides, the ride quality, suspension and the engine, it's all a good little package for the money, I would say. So please post your comments down below, give me a like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you again in a week or so for another review. Bye for now.